Welcome to Road to Funded. Today is day 14. Today I did not take a single trade. I did not trade today. Today was a Monday. I'm gonna go over my main thesis of why I didn't trade. And you can say, "Oh God, this guy never trades," but I don't care. I simply don't care. We're gonna go into. Oh yeah, here. I just want to show y'all. I'm not. I'm not lying. As we can see, that's the account balance. That's the account balance is still the same as it was last time we were on here. I have not traded. You guys can look at my live session. I didn't take a trade. Yeah, and I didn't really trade because the kind of my main thesis and the main reason why I didn't really even want to take a trade is because we just had a huge weekly expansion here to the downside. Today's a Monday, and we did not have any red folder news. So that deemed today just being a little bit lower probability. Yes, I still think that there was opportunity. I still think that you as a trader could have capitalized off of it. I feel like as a trader, you come in today on a Monday and you take a trade. That's good for you. But for me, I'm just going to be a little bit risk off. Just going to be a little more conservative, and you can call that me being scared, me not being wanting to be in the market, but I don't care because at the end of the day, I would rather sit in the sidelines. I would rather sit here with my hands up, my hands in the air, being disciplined and staying true to what I'm looking for, than go in and try to force something and then be all downright bad just because I'm trying to gamble, because that's not what a profitable trader is. So if I can just sit on the sidelines, if I can stick my hands up, bro, I can take like 2 trades in the whole year, and I would rather do that than take a trade every single day, take three multiple trades, not really build up upon anything. But I know that days like today, when I just sit on the sidelines, I say, hey, I didn't trade today. Today was an okay day. I did not trade. Okay, you could have traded today. Yes, there could have been action. Yes, there were things that I was looking for. And yes, there were things that I missed out on. But realistically, Monday, no red folder news after a big expansion. I think today was a good day to kind of say to myself that, hey, we don't really need to be risk on today. Let's kind of just take a step back. Like, if there is opportunity, if there does end up being like an A+ setup, cool. Like that person over there that caught the bone today, that caught the steak today, they can have it. They can do it. But me, I'm just gonna stay a little bit risk off, especially where I'm at within my journey and what I'm looking for. Like, I'm still growing, I'm still developing, so it kind of made sense for me to not trade today. So we're gonna go into why no red folder news on a Monday. I kind of covered most of this, but gonna go let today set us up for upcoming days of the week. I think that later throughout this week, it'll become a lot better and a lot more clear than just trying to force it on today, you know? Like, I'm just going to let today set us up and let today play out for the upcoming days that we have here, because there's no reason to force something. There's no reason to come in the market and say, hey, I need to take a trade today, so let's take a trade. Let's just trade to trade. Let's try to get funded. Let's try to pass this eval. Let's prove to the world that we're funded. No, that's not my mindset. I'm going to take it slow. I don't care however long this takes is however long it takes. Like, I'll be here forever. I'll be here till the grave. I'll be here till the day I die. I feel like that's kind of crazy. But you guys kind of know what I'm saying. But I'm just going to be patient. I'm going to let the challenge play out, or I'm going to let my trading come to me. I'm going to let the trade come to me. And I don't care. Like, I don't care to come on here and say, hey, guys, I just took a 80-point trade today. Or, hey, guys, like, that's not. I don't care to that. I don't care to look better than I actually am, and I don't care at all. And I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna admit every single one of my mistakes I make, because that's what's gonna make me and result in making me a better trader. Like, I do no benefit of coming on here and lying about what I did or like the trade that I put on. You know, there's always going to be more opportunity within the market, and today is just a blimp in my career. I'll probably have this on literally every single slideshow. Today is just a blimp in my career. Today doesn't even matter. Today doesn't matter in my career. Like, if we zoom out, like, okay, say I took a trade, say I took a dub, say I took a win, say we zoom out, that day does not mean anything. That day is just a X on the crossboard. Like, think about it like you're in jail or something. I mean, that might be extreme as well. I use kind of extreme term or analogies, but like, say you're in jail, that's just a day that you're in jail, you know. I would rather not trade than be frustrated at myself for over trading. That's 100% correct. And I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at like a Discord, and some guy was like in there. He's like, "Oh, I just blew up today. I don't know why I did that." And that's exactly what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to compare myself to anyone else, or I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anyone else. I'm not trying to say that I'm a better trader because I didn't take a trade today. But what I'm saying is that I would rather sit on the sidelines, lose absolutely nothing, gain conviction, than to go in with lower conviction, be over leveraged or over risked, and lose and lose. Like there's no reason to participate if you don't think that your edge is there. And today was a day to when I thought that like yeah, some things could play out, and I'm just not gonna trade it. I'm just not gonna trade it. There's always gonna be more opportunity, and I gotta stay disciplined 100%. Always going to be more opportunity. Think about it. The markets are still going to be open tomorrow. The markets are going to be open tomorrow. So a day like today is a day when you can't go on tilt. You can't get frustrated. You can't get mad at yourself. Today is not a day to when you're going to blow up. No, today is not that day. That's not going to happen. You're not going to let it happen, and I'm not going to let it happen because it's just a day. It's just a day in your life. It's just a day. It's just a day. It's just a day. All right, and then what to work on. This is most important. I want to see ES and NQ at the same time. I feel like today, especially when I was in the live trading, I just wasn't seeing ES and NQ at the same time. And then I was looking at one, and then I was looking at the other. No, I need to be really paying attention and really seeing what ES and NQ are doing at the same time. I feel like that's going to help me become a better trader. Sometimes I get too zoomed in on NQ, and then that fails me to see what ES is doing. And then today was a perfect prime example of that. If you guys look and actually rewind the live stream, which you guys probably aren't because this is just more for my beneficial use, but also if you're going through my same hurdles, you can kind of see where I'm at, and then you can kind of get reference onto what maybe you might improve, or maybe you're struggling with the same things, or maybe you don't even know that you're struggling with the same things, but you see like what I'm struggling with, and you're like, hey, maybe I'm struggling with that too right now. This is why I love this. This is why I want to be example of you, and I want to be example of you on your road to profitability and on my road to profitability. I want us to look back and say, hey, this is what he struggled with, or this is what he was going through, or this is what he decided he wanted to work on, and it worked. Because like realistically, most of you guys that are watching this are probably watching this after the fact that I've become profitable. Most of you guys are probably not watching this during my process. And that's what I kind of want this channel to be, like a hindsight channel. And like if you guys are watching this during the fact, like that's completely okay, because I really am never gonna stop. I'm never gonna give up, and I really want this, and I have passion for this, and this is something that I'm gonna dedicate myself to. Like I'm not gonna go under the bus. I'm not gonna go out here one day and then just blow up and blow away. Like I'm always gonna be here. I'm always gonna be here. And yes, I will say this past weekend I wasn't really posting content as much, and like there might be times when I just don't post as much because I post 3 times a day. I have 3 live streams a day. I have a YouTube video every single day. Like hopefully y'all can see that I'm committed and that I'm really gonna make this happen. But enough with the jib jab. Seeing both ES and NQ at the same time is definitely what I want to work on. This is the greatest thing I want to work on and improve on. And I feel like as well, not being over reliant on SMTs, especially recently. I should only be looking at SMTs when that higher time frame PD array is being engaged. I feel like days recently when I just like, oh, SMT, we have an SMT here. An SMT doesn't really mean anything unless that higher time frame PD array is engaged, such as external range liquidity or internal range liquidity. Think about it. It only makes sense to really even look or bother to look at an SMT is when a higher time frame PD array is engaged. Not being so focused on the 1 minute 100%. Today I did a better job I was better at this. I will say today I was better at this, not being too reliant on the 1 minute, not being too focused on the 1 minute 100%. And where would it make sense for us to reverse on the higher time frame? This goes with the SMT. It goes with the SMT approach. Where would it make sense for price to reverse? Okay, we just have a little SMT here. No, we're not going to reverse there. It has to make sense with the higher time frame. That's something that clouded me from Friday, and also kind of clouded me from today, I would say. Where would it make sense for us to reverse on the higher time frame? The lower time frame, such as the 1 minute, and SMTs do not mean anything unless if it would make sense for us to reverse on the higher time frame or continue on the higher time frame. So those are what I really want to work on and what I really want to dial in on. But today, no trades for me, not a single trade for me, and that's completely okay. There's always going to be more opportunity within the market. There's always going to be another trade that I could possibly put on. Like today isn't going to make or break me. Today is not going to make or break my career. Like, simple as that. Today is not going to make or break your career. There's always going to be more opportunity. There's always going to be another trade. And there's always going to be a better trade that you could have taken. So be grateful with who you are today. Be grateful with the person who you are today, and you cannot become better if you do not accept yourself for who you are today. Like, I cannot become a better trader if I'm not absolutely open and honest with the mistakes that I make. And there might be things in here that I don't even know that I lack, or there might be mistakes, there might be mindsets, there might be certain things that I think, certain ways and patterns that I think that I don't even know about, that I don't even have within here. And like, I cannot get better if I'm not even able to look at this. If I'm not going to be able to get better if I don't admit to what I'm bad at. And that's kind of what I want to take away. But no trades for me. Hopefully y'all have a good rest of your day. Hopefully y'all have a good rest of your night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And also, there will be a chart review. I might start this chart review right after this. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of nice right now. But I might start this chart review right here. But anyways.